Shannon Sharpe apparently at Squash to Beef with Mike Epps, and we addressed that on After Hours, specifically this platform. But there's some more to it.
So on and so forth, and it looks like it's going to just be a talk between two.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, it'll hurt. So I'm even comparing this to Shaq. You know, Shannon Sharpe. I don't know if you guys seen that. Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps was beefing for like a day or two, and Shannon Sharpe said, "I'm gonna see you in Indianapolis, nigga. I'm gonna see you in Indianapolis. All the shit you talking. I'll be at All-Star Weekend. I'll see you there." And Mike Epps said, "That's my hometown." This is verbatim what Mike Epps said. He said, "You know, a bunch of people made jokes about you, and yeah, I'll be an All-Star, and I will see you. But I don't do no fighting shit, and I do blank, 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 blank." Blank, 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 blank.
Yeah.
So if you want to run down on me, it's fine. I have no problem with you, but there ain't gonna be a bunch of fighting because Shannon Sharpe is mad diesel. Like, yo, Mike Epps like, I'm gonna be at that crib with niggas. You think you gonna run down and fuck me up? Cool. Since then, they both put out statements saying that they're gonna talk like men and be cool, so on and so forth. And it looks like it's gonna just be a talk between two grown men. It's not gonna escalate to any violence. But Mike Epps said that to Shannon Sharpe, like, if you think I'm going to be fighting you.
Yeah, that's a smart decision. Niggas is too grown to be wrestling. Y'all niggas doing all this curling. Listen. Go ahead if you want. go ahead if you want. Yeah, I see you doing your dips and all that. Go ahead. I know you on set number 8. Go ahead, nigga.
My point is whether it's Kanye and Shaq.
Nigga think he did 84 pull-ups. Nigga, go ahead if you want. Go ahead if you want. I dare you. It's satire. You know.
No, you're right though.
Pause.
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry. What you want to say?
No.
Dog, you can't say that Mase is not quite possibly, in my opinion, I think that Mase is one of the funniest people on the internet today. I think that, the fact that Mase talks so slow, Cam and Mase is like the perfect duo of funny. These dudes are hilarious. They're hilarious. I think that Mase is possibly one of the unintentionally funny dudes that I've ever met or that I've ever heard in my entire life. And so that's my first time actually seeing it. I don't know why Shannon would take offense at that. It's satire. He's just talking. They laughing at the situation, and I think for me, one of the things that makes it funny is a little bit of truth in it. It's because look, I know it's funny when I see people talking stuff on the internet, and they say stuff like, this person is this amount of size, and this person is this size, and stuff like that, and I be thinking to myself, it's 2024, family. I'm not really sure if y'all been watching what's going on in Chicago and everywhere else across the world, but nobody cares how cock diesel you are. Nobody cares how buff you are anymore. I largely think that being buff and with all of the muscles and all of that, and I ain't even gonna cap. I'm working on my muscles back. I'm gonna get my muscles. I'm gonna get it there. Don't worry about it. I'm working on it. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm eating right for the most part. Muscles is for two things in 2024 and beyond. It's for health reasons, and it's to look good with your suit on so you can impress the hoes or you can impress whoever it is that's with you. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing muscles is for. And I'm saying muscles on purpose. I know it's muscles, so I know y'all want to make a thing about every single thing that you say. Muscles are only for health reasons and to look good for whoever it is that you're trying to look good for. That's it. That is it. Muscles and buffness is not for scrapping. I don't know nobody that can run up on somebody and they ain't even from the city that they running up on somebody on and talking cash shit. Ain't nobody scrapping no more, man. Man, people is 40 and first of all, that's so immature to actually want to pull up and scrap with somebody at this point in your life. When you get past like 23, that junk is old. That junk is played out. When you get to 33, it's really played out. When you get to 43 and 53, man, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere before somebody have a heart attack, ain't nobody about to be fighting with y'all. So what I seen Mase just say, again, it's funny. Like Mase is laughing, he joking. It seems like a funny thing that he's saying and all of that. I don't see where, it would be any kind of smoke for that or anything like that. And again, Shannon Sharpe said on the very exact same podcast that he's staying away from it. He's basically going to stay away from what's happening out here in these streets, especially pulling up on Mike Epps in Indiana. Stop it, family. Ain't nobody pulling up on Mike Epps in Indiana because Mike Epps is, from what I've heard personally, I heard that Mike Epps is the man in Indiana. But Shannon Sharpe, I'm guessing that he responded to it when he was telling a story about how him and Mike Epps had buried the hatchet and, everything was cool and everything like that. So I'm going to see if I can pull it up for y'all really quickly. And then we can pop it off from there.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. 15 minutes. I say, he came up, I dapped him up. We had another conversation. He's like, hey, bro, I'm sorry. Say, I say, bro, hey, I handled it wrong because the conversation that you and I having, we could have had this conversation with none of the stuff that we displayed online.
Right.
And so that's on me. That's on me. Because I reacted the way I reacted. I could have just hit him up, and I know people that has his number. And I could say, hey, bro, here, pass my number to Mike. Tell him this is what I'm feeling. I don't think it's cool. Hey, just hit me up. Let's go ahead and put this aside. And that's on me, Ocho. I handled it poorly.
Well,
I handled it poorly.
You handled it the way, because what was said, it was said publicly. So you handled and responded back the same way it was delivered. You feel me? So listen, I'm what you guys have done is very commendable. It's very commendable. You guys obviously being role models. A lot of people look up to you guys. Y'all a little too old to be tussling, wrestling and
for sure.
A little too old. But I ain't got no apology yet, because he called me a milk dud and said I ain't got no eyebrows. Like, as you can clearly see, I have eyebrows. My head, I don't look like no milk dud. So me and Mike, we still got to tussle. We got to tussle. We got to arm wrestle. We got to play. Hey, listen, we got to pencil fight. Mike, I know you're going to see this. We got pencil fight, arm wrestle. I declare thumb war. We got to do something. We got to have some type of competition or something, because I'm damaged. I feel bad. You got an apology. I ain't getting no apology, and I took a straight.
Well, I apologize to him for the way
Everybody know that the person that laugh at the joke is the one that's gonna catch the stray. You don't be mad. Most dudes is not mad at the person that they talking about. They just going back and forth with that person. It's the person that laughed the hardest and is instigating is usually the one that catch a stray. They not supposed to catch a stray, but it's usually that's the person that catch the stray.
Because of the way
I went and bought a pair of Air Force Ones, bought a ticket to go to Indy, and then here y'all go making up.
Yeah, you should have came. You should have came with your boy.
I was coming, but the fight was over. I was coming to get down.
Nah, it wasn't gonna be no fight. But I mean, look,
who wasn't gonna be no what? What?
I mean, the term pull up has meant a lot of different things. Everybody's taking it in the context like, oh, Unc pulling up the fight, Unc pulling up to do this. No, Unc pulling up to have a conversation.
What you thought we was going to do?
No. We're gonna have a conversation.
Nah, it wasn't gonna be no talking.
I'm a conversation.
I was gonna talk with these.
Nah.
Shit, boy, if you get into it.
I think that when Shannon Sharpe initially said what he said, when he said that I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna see you, I'm not sure that Shannon had thought it all the way through, and I don't believe that Shannon was actually saying yeah, we just gonna have a conversation. I think that Shannon was actually talking his talk, and he wanted to be like, I'm gonna pull up on you and we gonna see if you really about that life. And then I think that people started getting to Shannon and it was like, hey, I don't really think that you want to do that with Mike Epps, especially where he from in Indiana. Um, you might want to be a little bit careful with that one. I think that Shannon Sharpe is kind of being a little disingenuous at this. Because listen, I don't need to pull up on you to have a conversation. Let me repeat. I don't have to pull up on you to have a conversation. I could have a conversation with you on the phone. But I think that once he was in it, it kind of went crazy a little bit, and so it kind of went left.
I done got too old, Ocho.
Nah, listen. If you get into it, you better understand what it come with. Ain't no turning back.
Yeah.
Ain't no turning. Once I put them goddamn black Air Force Ones on, boy, it's on now. Check my history now.
Well, I need you to put on something comfortable in case we have to run.
Hey, all of that pulling up, you can miss me.
Because I'm going to trip you, because I'm going to need a head start. I got 2 repaired hips. I can't run that fast, Ocho. So I got to trip your ass up.
Hey, one thing about it, man, I don't know how well people know or understand. Mike Epps is the king out there in Indy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. He bought a lot of houses in his neighborhood.
Yeah. Listen, Mike run that thing out there. Listen, boy, me and you would have been running. I can see us now. Hey, well, we might not have made it out of Indy, man. Going out there with that crazy
but
shit.
No, I just wanted to talk to him. And now everybody, Ocho, not everybody got something to say. But you notice what, Ocho? Because here's the thing. If you think about it, Ocho, I'm coming up on 4 years of having Club Shay Shay.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's all of a sudden,
even
everybody. I mean, there's this pastor that that used to with that I guess now he a gangster pastor. All of a sudden, talking about he wants somebody to pull up.
They got them out there now.
Now all of a sudden, I mean, he gonna do so much. He need to sit his little roly-poly ass down. But this is what I do. This is what I'm saying. After talking to my sister, and everybody knows I don't need to go into detail. How next to my grandma, I probably listen to her probably more than my own mom.
Right.
Because that's how close me and my sister are.
Mase made a joke about the situation, and he's saying the same thing that everybody else is saying, and that, you don't, come on, stop it. You too big to be talking about pulling up on somebody. Ain't nobody about to be fighting your big ass. Mase made a joke about it. I didn't know that Shannon Sharpe was getting this offended. And he felt a certain type of way about it. And or maybe he just telling a joke back. I don't know. Maybe he just responded with a joke or whatever. But I didn't know that a lot of these guys was getting this extra with it or for it to be a thing. And I thought that Shannon Sharpe said that he wasn't responding to more smoke.
And I gave him my word. I ain't finna beef with nobody else.
Nope. Wait, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Nah, Ocho. I think the thing is for me.
Wait, stay with me real quick now. Now,
Mm-hmm.
again, I love what you and Mike did, but you putting us in a situation where now we've set a precedent where people can now take shots, can say what they want to say, and they can get away with it because now you promise, sis, you're not gonna get any more beef. So anytime anybody says anything, they can get away with it.
What?
At some point, we're gonna have to stand your ground like the Florida law.
My job.
Stand our ground.
Nah.
No.
It ain't worth it. Go get that bag.
Some of that money that you brought out is to make sure you get 3 times that next year.
Yeah,
that's my job.
We're gonna get that.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna get
that's what I'm saying. That's my job. My job is to make sure. And I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize my brand, but my brand is my integrity. Everybody knows what I stand for. Right. I'm a strong, proud black man.
Right. But we gotta stand on business now.
But don't be coming with no bull jive. All that other stuff. And I see, but if you look at it, Ocho, look at the clicks and like when they mention my name. Look at the clicks, likes, and views when they don't.
And then we gonna keep mentioning your name because you hot right now, and you doing numbers. I think that somebody said it in the chat and they said it perfectly. He's not used to getting this level of respond in a negative way, and I think that it's getting to him because he's used to getting love He's used to getting responses in a positive way, but he's getting so much visibility, and it's coming with positive and negative that the negative stands out, especially when it's coming from his peers or people that's also in the industry or may have a level of recognition. And so it is starting to get to him. I think that Shannon Sharpe read the comments, he listened to what people say. It may bother him a bit, and it's starting to get to him, and he's starting to show some cracks in his armor. I still think that Shannon is the man. I think he's doing great. I just think that he needs to gather his composure, understand the position that he's in, and know that with more visibility comes more hate and more likes, and people are not going to like you 100% of the time. So, I mean, it really that's what it comes down to. He can't let the sensitivity get the best of him. And I think that he needs to start recognizing that he's in a position of power, and you can't always respond to every single thing that everybody says.